Elephant Man Podcast Network, grown man conversations dealing with elephants in the room. It's your man, Moray DB. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can know when new material is coming out. IG, Elephant Man underscore podcast, Facebook / Elephant Man Podcast. Thank you for joining the Facebook page. It is growing. And also Twitter / Poster Boys, or you can hit the Paleo Hebrew symbol in the top right or the bottom and subscribe to YouTube if you have not already. Also on Rumble, BitChute, Hebrew Connect, Hebrew Sphere, and Odyssey. All right. Be blessings. Woke Baby says subscribe. Woke Baby in the building. All right. So today we have a special guest. Two special guests that they were very, very. I'm gonna tell you about this couple. It was very, very powerful. I got a chance to meet them, and it's amazing that it's going on almost 3 years. I know it's 2.5 years. On Sister Shonda Lodge, shout out to Sister Shonda Lodge. Lay yourself without hating your enemies. She's been killing it as far as content, back to back to back. I'm trying to keep up with it. But I met this couple on Sister Shonda Lodge build on Thursdays, and they were in Atlanta, the Georgia area. I think it was Marietta or I'm gonna let them get on and tell you exactly where it's at. And then they say, "Hey, we're gonna move to the continent," and we was like, "What?" I was like, "What?" Okay, that's cool because we all trying to transition to go back home to the continent, and so nevertheless, I'm gonna bring my guests on, my peeps. Blessings. Hello, blessings to you, brother.
Hello.
Brother
Salam.
Stephen G. Brother Stephen G and his wife, Jamila G. Atura bin Yehuda. Did I say that right?
You got it right. Salama family.
Salama. Blessings
Brother
to you.
And Isha G.
Isha G. I seen that Isha G too. Yeah, I see that. Atua bin Yehuda and Isha G. Yes, sir.
Yes.
In the building. All the way
sir.
from, you know what? From Tanzania. I used to say Tanzania, but you guys got me saying Tanzania. So all the way from Tanzania rather. See, look at I just did it right there.
It's all good.
Yes.
Look, it's funny because even the people here in Tanzania, they say it both ways.
Yeah.
So you still good.
Really?
Yes.
Oh man, that's cool, man. I'm glad you can. I'm glad you went over there. So I got just a few questions, man. It's not a lot. I ain't gonna hold you long. So
Okay.
the repatriation on your channel, what does that repatriation mean? Because you go to the channel and it says our channel is about a repatriation to Africa. What does that mean?
So repatriation means you've left your country of origin and you've gone somewhere else. So we are now repatriating. Let me clear it up. Repatriating is leaving one place and coming back to your home. So we are re-entering into our home.
Yes.
Wow. Okay, cool. It got that patriot word in it, like being a patriot back to your home country. Man,
Right.
that's amazing. Okay, so it's been 2 years. That time fly. I remember when you guys said we was gonna take off, and y'all did it. Y'all put boots to the ground, and y'all did it. And I was just like, wow, this is such an amazing thing they got going on over there. So it's been 2 years. Just give me a pro and a con. What's going on.
Well, I'm gonna let Isha G go first.
Pros, definitely the beauty of the country. Well, you said one pro, one con. So the beauty of the country, and the con is navigating the government is challenging.
Okay. Wow. What about
All
you?
right. For me, I'm gonna say the pro is being amongst the people here, and just seeing how we're not too much different from them. You see a lot of the ways that, we saw just being in the hood in the US. When you come over here, you see certain things. Look, they like the barbecue too over here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just the black people thing. And the con for me is it's similar to what my wife said. just navigating certain cultural things, just different things that we weren't used to, that you just got to get used to, and not used to it like it's okay, but just understanding how to work with it or work around it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Cool. So my next question is why Tanzania? Why Tanzania? It's a lot of different places. We got Ghana, we got Benin, we got a lot of different places. So what made you guys say, yo, we're going to plant in Tanzania?
So, back in 2019, when the whole year of return happened and a whole bunch of brews was heading to Ghana, it just didn't feel in my spirit like that's where the Most High wanted us. And here we are 3 years later from then, and we see why Ghana shouldn't have been on anybody's radar. All the foolishness is going on over there. But pretty much, I was doing some fasting and praying, and asked the Most High what He wanted, and He said, "I want you to leave." And so naturally, where you want us to go? Because our biggest thing was we had seen from examples in our lives of what happens when you don't obey the Most High.
Yeah.
And so He's telling us to leave. We just said, where do you want us to go? Because we didn't want to be out of His will and just try to make decisions for ourselves. So He began to, we began to watch videos. At first, we thought we were going to Belize, because my wife's very close with her family. So to go to Belize, it was a black country. They spoke English, so it wouldn't be that hard of a transition. They used the U.S. dollar.
And it was on the water.
Yeah, it was on the water. My wife is a water baby. She born and raised in Florida, so she wanted to be by the water. And then it was only a 4-hour flight from the U.S. to there. So if we wanted to come back and see family, it wasn't nothing but a hop and a skip. But then the Most High completely took our eye off of Belize and turned it to the continent. So
Wow.
We looked at Ghana, and then Most High was like, "Nah, that's not what I." And my wife, she was praying and fasting. And the Most High put Tanzania on her heart heavy, and so I began to pray and ask the Most High about Tanzania, and He was like, "That's where I'm sending you for now."
Yeah, it was really, we were drawn here by the Most High. He, definitely drawn here by the Most High. And we had looked at West Africa. We looked at other East African countries, but Tanzania was it was like a magnet is what I describe it as. We just kept coming back to Tanzania. Every time we would look somewhere else, we end up back at Tanzania. And so we didn't fight. It was like, okay, Most High, if you want us to go to Tanzania, then make the way. And so that was confirmation again, because every step of the way He made the way. We weren't expecting for Him to do so.
Right.
Man. So what about family? When you said, yo, we're not going to be 4 hours away in Belize. We're going 17 hours away on the continent. How did the family accept that, or how did they receive that?
I say to begin with, they didn't believe us. My dad definitely didn't believe us. It probably was after we got here, like reality set in. But they didn't believe at first, and they didn't kick against it, which I was very surprised that they didn't. But no one kicked against it in my family. They didn't understand why we were coming over here, because of a lot of the lies that we've been told about Africa. They're like, why y'all going over there? Like, what they got up there? And it's like a lot of animals and stuff roaming around, and people living
do they wear clothes over there?
Yeah, we got asked that. Do they wear clothes over there? So, but they were okay with it. But they didn't really believe that we were going to leave until we actually got here. Well, that was my side.
Well, on my side, it was just my mom. Because to be honest, I don't really mess with my family outside of my mom. So my mom, she knows me. She knows I'm the type look, I'm always on the move. So if I tell her I'm going somewhere, she's like, all right, be safe. Just check in with me. So that's pretty much it from my side.
Yeah, my grandma was definitely against it. Actually, when I think about it, my grandma, she didn't like it. She still doesn't because she's older.
Yeah. So I mean, so it's a lot of stereotypes. We do get a lot of stereotypes. Whatever they show us on the television about the continent and the people of the continent is what we get. They don't like you. They're not going to receive you. They're living in grass huts. They don't have no clothes on. It's baboons walking around. Just different stereotypes. And some of that stuff could be true, but it's not always like that, right? So Tanzania is
No.
pretty modern, right?
Yeah, well, it is definitely modern in the sense of they have regular houses, they have paved roads. Definitely, if you go to places like Arusha and Dar es Salaam, it's built up, very built up. However, you will see some dirt roads, but that's not throughout the entire country. When the main roads are all paved from what we know, we've been to 5, 6 different places in Tanzania, and all the towns, they're all paved. The main roads, the highways are all paved. Some of the neighborhoods are, but you have the majority of the neighborhoods. Once you leave the main road, you go onto a dirt road. But it is definitely modern. It's modern amenities. We have in Dar es Salaam, they have drive-through KFCs.
Look, and look, I'm gonna tell you like this: for all them people that be like, oh, that's a third world country. Well, in this third world country, I've seen Range Rovers, I've seen Maybach trucks, I've seen big body Mercedes Benz S Class. I
Wow.
don't know. You tell me what they doing in
Wow.
Africa. And it's like this. I tell people all the time: if you come here, and this is any country in Africa, you go there. People in the U.S. they're paying money every month for their iPhone, for the newest this, the newest that. The over here, if you see them driving a Maybach, they own it. If you see them with an iPhone, they own it. If you see them with a nice house, they own it.
Wow. Wow. Man, that's
But
what's up.
they're hiding that from the people because they don't want people to know. Hey, no, it's not. Now, don't get me wrong. It might not look as modern as how it is in the U.S. and other European countries, but there's some really nice stuff over here.
Yeah, well, I would take peace over modernity any day because it puts you in a rat race. It puts you in a keeping up with the Joneses, and it's
Right.
unnecessary. You got a
Yeah,
whole room for. That's why I be garage sales. I mean, garage sales with tags still on stuff like we purchase stuff we don't even need. So just be living above our needs. But let me ask you this: what about uh uh, uh the job situation? So did you get a job before you took relocated or what?
So here in Tanzania, the only thing about Tanzania, like places like Kenya, as a foreigner, you can get a job, but Tanzania, you can't. You can open a business. So for us, what we did once we got over here, we started looking for online work until we, kind of figured out what we were going to do. Because as from our testimony, we came over here with nothing. So we came over and we began to look for work online to try to find something to do until we could figure out exactly what the Most High wanted us to start doing and how He was going to start it. I mean, we knew we were going to be building, but
Yeah.
until that began, we had to try to find some type of income.
yeah. So no, we did not come over here with a job or a plan.
Nope.
That is amazing faith. That's that Abraham faith, man. You just say go to a country, okay, and you just leave the familiarity of the country that you know and just start moving. You know what I mean? And the Most High meet you there because of your faith. You know what I mean? It says
Yeah.
without faith, it's impossible to please Abba Yah. That is truly inspiring and amazing. Very, very
Yeah.
truly inspiring and amazing.
Hey, sometimes I look back on it and I still be like, man, I just don't believe we did that, but we did.
You know what it was though? You know what it was? When we look back through the what we've read in the Bible and we see our people being hard-headed, stiff-necked, you know, and time again, you read the book of Kings, read the book of Judges, you see how the Most High just kept giving our people chances, chance after chance, chance after chance. He sent another judge, and they still, that one would die, and then they would come back and just disobey the Most High again. But as we know, we're getting to the end of the book. There is no coming back. There is no more judges coming after this if we get it wrong. You know what I'm saying? And so we're in a point where his people have got to come back to him and do as he is commanding us to do. You know what I'm saying? And I want to be in that remnant of the remnant.
Yeah.
You know, I don't to just be talking the talk, because there's so many of us just talking the talk. You know what I'm saying? And when he looks down, I want him to say, "Have you seen my servants over at Stepping Stones to Home?" You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Now, yeah, that's my whole desire. And the same thing for my wife. That's our desire, is that when he looks down at us, he says, you know, that they did everything in their power to allow me to be their everything. A lot of us, we still looking for a king. You know what I'm saying? Just like when Samuel came back and was like, they want a king like everybody else. I don't want a king like everybody else. I just want the Most High. You know, and that's my focus, is just the Most High. What does he want?
Right.
You know, no matter who likes it. You know, like the Messiah said, who's my mother? Who's my brother? I'm not worried about nobody else. Not that I don't love them, but in order for me to love my family, love my brothers and sisters the way I want to be loved, I got to love the Most High more. So whatever he says, I'm going to do, because I know if I'm obedient, then it's going to benefit my brothers and sisters in my family that I love.
Wow. That is amazing. That's an inspirational and an inspiring testimony. That's powerful. And that is giving people the boldness and the faith to step out. And that's, you know, you guys taking that first step is blessing many others to take the first step and fulfilling what Yahuwah got for them. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk about that water project. So I'm gonna show parts of the video, and then I gotta ask you some questions about it. All right. So
All right.
I got it to a certain spot. Now, guys, if you haven't seen it, it's many steps to this video, right? So I want you guys to watch part 1, 2, and part 3. But this is the one that I of course we couldn't show it all, but this is one I wanted to show right here. So I'm gonna start from 429 on Tanzania Water Project, day 3. We struck water. Check it out.
When your little adventure started.
So I had to ride. I want to tell y'all something. You know, as a child, I watched Scooby-Doo, and I thought it was just a cartoon, but they got a Scooby-Doo van out here called $1. And so imagine a Scooby-Doo bus, little van with about 30 people in it, and I had to ride in that for about an hour and a half.
Yeah,
you know,
I couldn't do it. I was like, nah, I can't do it. You're gonna have to go.
So I had to do that, go about an hour and a half outside of where we live to find this company, you know. And when I got there, they're very professional.
Yeah.
They came out and they handled their business.
Yes.
So guys, listen, enjoy this footage, you know, and just remember this whole process, it's not about stepping stones to home.
Right.
It's all about the Most High and what he is doing in this season.
Yes.
So, you know, you guys say a prayer for us. That we'll continue to be obedient to the Most High and give him his glory, because it's all about him.
That's right.
So y'all enjoy the footage. We love y'all. Shalom.
Salama, everyone. Shalom. Today is day 3 of the drilling. As some of you know, we ran into some problems a couple days ago with drilling. The drill we were using was not strong enough to penetrate through one of the layers of rocks. So we had to go back to the drawing board and find another company that had a drill strong enough to penetrate through that layer of hard rock. So as you can see, this is the drill. So pretty big one. So hopefully today we'll get to some water.
Fight them, most time. Thy will be done, thy kingdom come. Yeah, they cannot keep your chosen down. Yeah, thy will be done, thy kingdom come. Yeah, they cannot keep your chosen down. So I say question, how long the things that could keep us hidden? Children of the Most High, no, we are not forgotten. We are the Israelites, and there is nothing they can do to stop us from rise. I know them vex because I'm losing power, but righteousness will reign, all praise to a higher. So demonize us all you can, Yasharala, I go still stand strong. Most High, thy will be done, thy kingdom come. Yeah. They cannot keep your chosen down. No, thy will be done, thy kingdom come. Yeah. They cannot keep your chosen down. Thy kingdom come on earth, Abba. Yeah, thy will be done on earth, Abba. What a day is gonna be for the whole of Yahusha. You see this wicked kingdom burn with fire. Yeah, look how them deal with the youth. Dream say no eat pork, them try to demonize the truth. But they have to go accept it soon, cause when you shy come the whole of them are doomed. That's how you truth. Thy will be done, thy kingdom come. Yeah, they cannot keep your chosen down. Yeah. Thy will be done, thy kingdom come. Yeah, they cannot keep your chosen down. So I say question, how long they think they could have keep this hidden? Children of the Most High, no, we are not forgotten. We are the Israelites, and there is nothing they can do to stop us from rise. I know them vexed because I'm losing power, but righteousness will reign. All praise to a higher.
Yeah. Blessings every minute when I listen. Wouldn't want it any other way. Father, thank you for the convictions. You don't lie, you never say. It was never based on what I do.
Wow. Wow. So I'm gonna put the links in the description in that. Wow, that is amazing. So it looked like there was drilling the whole night. Take us through the process. What was going on with the drilling?
So
Yeah. So first we started out with a smaller drill, a company that had a smaller drill, and they thought they could get to the water, but they hit a layer of bedrock and it would not penetrate that layer. So we ended up having to find another company. The one company gave us our money back, and so we had to find a different company that had a larger drill that could penetrate through that bedrock. And my husband, I mean, he took care of a lot of most of that work with handling the company and everything. And you said they had to stay the night.
Yeah, so they worked through the night for us, and because they tried not to do like the big drilling during the day while the kids were there. So once the kids left, then they really got into it, and they worked through the night and got it done. So that footage was about 2 days worth of filming for that shot.
Wow.
Yeah. So, but then the night of the second night of them being there, that's why you saw in the background the tent, because they had slept out there. That's when we struck the water, and it was so much water. So where we were filming from, there was a classroom right behind us. The classroom got flooded with water, so we had to clean it the next day. But the thing that was awesome about it is that school will never need water again, because the pocket of water that the well that we found,
it's so
so much water there. They said that they're never going to need water again. So they're always going to
amazing work. That is incredible. That is incredible. That is really incredible. So that water is gonna take care. That's a water source for that whole town.
No, that's just for the school. But
I got you.
Yeah, that was just for the school. So that school, just for those of your viewers who hadn't watched the video yet, that school had 1,312 students. Okay, and it only had 10 classrooms. All right.
Wow.
So some of the classes had over 168 students in each one. Now you have kids at that school ranging from ages, what was it, 5
to about 14.
Yeah, 5 to about 14. So what does that mean? That means you have a school with no fresh water. They have toilets, but they can't flush the toilets. The kids got to use it. They can't use it. And you have school-age girls coming of age. I don't want to,
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
yeah, okay, and they have no way to freshen themselves up.
Yeah, I kept asking a question at the school because I saw the toilets and I saw that they didn't have water. I'm like, well, what do the kids do when they have to go to the bathroom? Like, how do they? I'm asking a question and nobody's answering my question. And so another day comes and I ask it again, what do the kids do when they go to the bathroom? And so
They said they're real skillful.
After about 2 weeks of me asking, then I finally got the answer. And I was like, oh, no, this is.
Yeah, so we were like, we definitely got to do something about that. Also, they didn't have any drinking water because there was no water. So you got these kids out there, at school, and they can't even get something to drink.
Wow.
So now we connected water to the faucets. They've got drinking water. They can wash their hands. They can flush the toilets. So yeah.
Man, that's amazing. So what your I was thinking about the Cash App. So your Cash App is Stepping Stones to Home spelled all the way out, correct?
Correct.
Is this it right here at the bottom? I have it right?
Yep, that's it.
Okay, because I don't want to put the faulty one up. So guys, I'm telling y'all need to support this ministry and support Stepping Stones at Home. They're doing some amazing things out there, man. That's really crazy. Now, what's the difference? Okay, I'm gonna show you this website because I got 3 more questions. Then we're gonna let y'all go. But because I know y'all, But so let me get this tab going. So what about the website right here that's talking about Zion Urban Development? So what is this about? Is this about when y'all did the drilling?
Yes. So that is our NGO, or a nonprofit in the U.S. as it's called, but here on the continent it's called a non-governmental organization, which is just a nonprofit, like I said. Zion Urban Development is our company that we have established in the U.S. and here on the continent, which we will be doing different programs. And this is an NGO that consists of diaspora from the U.S., the U.K., and Tanzania. So, and for those of you who want to donate to that, we do have a donations page on there. It is tax deductible. So you can do a donation through the website, and you will receive a receipt for your taxes at the end of the year. But what our NGO is doing, we will be doing workshops here on the continent.
Workshops. Let me give you just a small synopsis of the NGO. The NGO, when you go to the website and you read it, we're here to develop the area. It's not just Tanzania. Our goal is to hit all of Africa. Wherever the Most High leads us, that's where we want to develop. But right now we're in Tanzania. And so what we're doing with that same school, we're extending things to the community, and we're going to be doing a lot of community outreach programs. So we're actually seeking a place right now where we can actually do workshops for computer courses, workshops for resume building, training courses, where we have some partners coming in where we're going to be teaching construction workshops and HVAC, different things like that.
Wow.
We're also going to be implementing places for them to have access to a library, because right now they don't really have libraries here in Tanzania, and the places that you go, they're not free. And then a lot of the books are not quality. They're ripping and just
Wow.
very
No libraries. What are they learning? They learn online then, or they got to read something?
So they have a lot of British curriculum here.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, but the Most High has blessed us. We have a couple sisters who are currently teachers in the U.S. that are working on a curriculum for us to present to the Ministry of Education here. So, y'all keep praying for us that will work out.
But we're going to be starting with after-school tutoring for the children, because that is from what we see, one of the biggest areas we need to hit so that we can make sure that they have a better graduation rate here in the country, starting with the area that we're in. Because a lot of times when the students graduate, they're still not proficient in a lot of the things that they've learned in school. And in order to do business in the country, one thing you must know is English, and a lot of them are not proficient in English at all. So that's something else we're going to be teaching at the place where we do these courses. English will be another course that they can take up.
Yeah, and also for our brothers and sisters that will be coming, the teachers that will be doing the English, they also teach Swahili for those
Oh wow.
who are coming. They'll be able to learn Swahili. Also, kind of like what you're doing in your hometown with the agricultural stuff. We're going to be teaching the schools how to come up with an agricultural program where they can teach the kids how to grow stuff, and then they can use that same food they're growing to feed the students.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about.
And the best part of all of it is it's free for, the whole goal is to get these things open up so that it's free for the entire community. We're not just stopping at the children, it's for the adults too that want to further their education and be able to do something more than what they're able to do right now.
Man, that's amazing. So what's the difference between that project and the Dry Bones project? Is it the same thing that Minister Teo and them talking about, or is it slightly different, or what?
So what the Dry Bones project is, what it is it was the Dry Bones is about 3 separate families that and Minister Teo and Minister Yakoba were just trying to shine light on the different things that these 3 channels are doing. T3 and Me, they're doing their thing down in Bagamoyo. We're doing our thing here in Tonga. Journey with Us is here in Tonga also. They're doing their thing, but it's just to show what these 3 different families are doing.
Gotcha.
So yeah, we're not all doing something together, like any projects together, but it's just shining light on what we're doing.
That is amazing. This is a very inspirational story for real, man. And so you were saying when they get here, when you were talking about the teachers, so you got some people from the States that's about to come relocate to the area that you're at?
As far as we know, we don't know if it's going to be later on this year or mid next year, but we do have, I say one teacher we know for sure that the plan is for her to repatriate here because her goal is actually to open up a school. So the program that we're going to be implementing is going to be us alongside with her for the after school program, because we want the country to get familiar with the curriculum and to see the success before we actually push for a school. So we want them to see the students in this area beginning to speak better English. We want to see them next year come around that more of them were able to pass that test, the English section of the test, because if you don't pass the English section, you don't go to high school.
Wow.
So, right. So we want them to see the success and notice the area and why are they doing better. So that'll shine light on the curriculum, the after school program that we've been implementing, and hopefully it will inspire them to want to implement the program in other parts of the country. And it should open up a door to make it a little bit easier when it comes down to opening up a school, which is what our city desires to do.
Man, that's amazing. That's really amazing. That's good work right there. So what would you need the people that's back in the States to know, and what would you need us to do? Like if we was to put boots to ground, what would you need us to do on this end?
For the projects that we have going on right now, we are a nonprofit, and I know a lot of times people are deterred by nonprofit. I say from what we have heard from our people, unfortunately. But I do understand, on the other hand, a lot of people want things to invest in where they're going to receive something in return, monetary. However, we're a nonprofit. And so what we need is support, because in order for us to acquire the areas for us to implement these programs, it takes funds for a lot of those things. So we do need the support in those areas, because we have lots of things that we have to buy. We have to buy supplies. We have to buy furnishings for the area. Is things like that. So it takes income for us to actually implement those things. So we need the support in that area. We also need the support as far as people who have ideas, even other teachers who may have some ideas about things that we could implement that would help improve the education of the students here. And the education of the adults here, people who know, who maybe were teaching classes in the schools for people who came from another country to learn English. What things did you implement that made it easier? So we need lots of other people who know more things about construction, and you have maybe take a trip over here and you can help teach a workshop. It's so many different areas where people can get involved, but the first thing is to get the supplies so that we can actually start the programs.
Yeah, and I would say, like my wife was saying about the people that are looking for something to invest in. I'm looking for something for y'all to invest in also, but I need you to see the long game here. And what I mean by the long game is, this is a place that has been told not to deal with us. So we have to build some type of rapport with the people here. And what the other nations are doing, they're coming in here and they're going and they're living in the huts, and they're out there with the locals. And then they begin to do things same way we are, beginning to do things. And then they're able to open up more doors for the other people coming. And that's what we're trying to do, is to show them, hey, the diaspora is needed here. We need them and they need us, but somebody's got to come in and open the doors, and the opportunity is going to present itself, but we got to build to that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Wow. That is so amazing. My wheels are turning now, so I'm excited. But yeah, it's not about so much as a return on investment. I mean, I know it is it's a bad thing as far as with the non-for-profits and stuff, but it's evident, it's proof. You stepped out on faith. The proof is in the pudding. We got the pictures, right? So you just need the people to connect with you with the like mind, like spirit to get that going. And I'm definitely going to be keeping up with you guys and promoting as far as funding, but not only that, but some ideas or whatever. But I just got to know exactly what's needed in what area. You know what I mean? And so that's very, very amazing. Two last questions before we get out of here. So they're getting prepared, so they got to learn English in order to go to the high school and pass it. So they can get a job, or are they all going to go businesses too? Because remember you said earlier that when you guys went there, you could just get a job because you weren't Tanzania citizens yet all the way. Are they preparing for jobs, or are they preparing for businesses, or what? Once they get out of high school, what's the goal?
So yeah, after high school, they go to university.
Oh, okay.
Once they're in university, then they can get jobs. The other thing that you just brought it up, and I just remembered, another thing we want to do is, as we've been interviewing people for different positions with the NGO, we notice that they don't really like the way, like in high school for us, we went to our classes and we learned how to do an interview, how to write a resume. They don't have stuff like that over here. So we also want to take these young people while they're in high school and teach them how to do a proper interview, how to make a resume. So they'll be prepared and they look professional when they go to places. I mean, look, we had somebody bring us their resume written on a piece of paper one time, and they had it balled, they had it folded up in their pocket, and it was kind of like, man, they really don't know. So So that's something we want to do. But yes,
That's amazing. This is what I was thinking too, because we was like sometimes we romanticize the continent, and of course they got some things that we don't got, and vice versa. But to say, yo, we're gonna go over there, we're gonna learn this. We have so much. We've been so blessed, and we have so much, not just monetary wise, but we got so much to give, coming from Babylon and going over there that we can share and help out a situation. You know what I mean? Scratch an itch,
right,
raise a valley and lower a mountain, pretty much. And so it just this is the third thing that I've interviewed that I had. I think I said, man, we have something to contribute when we go over there. 'Cause we are
right.
nation builders. So just think if we go back and just droves, man, and and we don't have restraints of the government or restraints, we can build our own continent back up. But go ahead. I'm sorry, you say something.
Right. Now I was gonna say, I know you got a green thumb, so when you're ready, come on over. You can help us teach them some stuff about some agriculture.
I would love that. That would be my dream to come over there, test the soil, see what's going on, see what the water source is, see what can be grown in that climate. Because the warmer the climate, some stuff, bananas and pineapples and stuff can grow better. So see what's going on with it and grow, and then they can be able to sell at markets. They could be. It'll just. I would love to do that. That would be a
Right.
dream. That would be a
Um,
dream.
I was gonna say, pertaining to what you were saying about us building a continent, is that is definitely part of what we're supposed to be doing. I know the foreigners are gonna build, but we're a part of helping with that building as well. And that's exactly like what my husband was saying. When we come over here, right now, not all the countries are, for the most part, opening themselves up to us because we've been gone for a long time.
Far too
Yeah.
And
long.
so they don't know us. We
Right.
don't know them. We understand that we share the same blood, but we don't know each other. And to open your home up to people that you don't know can sometimes be uh
Have
what's
you
the
on pins and
word,
needles?
right, can, like, I don't know how it's going to be. And
Great
that is
point.
the whole reason why we're saying we are here, and we're like, let us do things with the community so that they can get to know us and to see that you don't have to believe what people have said about us as being African Americans, because it's a lot of talk about us on the continent by other nations, and it's not in a good light. And so the more of us come over here and do things that are helping to benefit the people, it helps them to see that we can open up our countries to them. They can come back home, because I mean, it don't matter how close you are to your cousins. You might have a cousin that this cousin is no good, so you can't come to my house. So
Right.
it's the
Right.
it's exactly the same thing over here. And I was gonna say, with the agriculture with you, uh, it's very good to come over here, because what we're finding is more and more we're seeing GMO food over here. We're noticing some
Hmm.
since we got here 2 years ago. We're noticing some differences in the food, and so it's GMO. Granted, it's supposed to be labeled, but it's not. So we're seeing some things like that, and we're like, okay, we need our people to come over here with non-GMO seeds and start planting these GMO-free farms over
Yeah.
here.
And you know what? Once you start those non-GMO plants, you can. They got seed saving. That's a whole little different thing you can learn and keep producing of it, so you don't have to go back to the GMO seeds and stuff like that. So, uh, um, yes, man, this is awesome, 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 awesome. Man, we got a lot to talk about off the air. How can we? You guys are doing amazing work, and I'm gonna make
Thank
sure I'm gonna put the ideas, not only ideas, but the actual support financially too. But how can we get in contact with you guys and tell us about your website, your not your website, your YouTube channel?
Yeah, so you can get in touch with us by email at steppingstones 2home@gmail.com, or you can actually send us a message on our website, zionurbandevelopment.org.
Oh,
Yeah, so either one of those ways, and we do our best to be prompt in responding when you send us an email. And as far as our website goes, we're going to be listing specific needs that are coming up in the next few weeks here. So if you want some definite specifics on how you can help with our next project, which is these programs for the community, then go to our website and we will have them posted within the next couple of days.
Yeah, and for our website, it's just like you see on the screen, our name there, Stepping Stones to Home. You can go right there. Um, for the YouTube, Stepping Stones to Home, you'll see our logo like you see on the screen. Just click on it, and all of our videos are there. And so, like, share, subscribe, comment.
absolutely, absolutely. It's amazing. It's amazing. So yeah, we definitely going to do that, man. We're gonna definitely keep in touch and get this going, and I'm excited about that. And then you know what? Sometimes it's like we got stuff to give. You know what I mean? Each other, as far as like I think about our youth over here, and poverty over here is not poverty over there, or down
So,
bad, down bad over here is different than down bad over there. So I be
Right,
wanting to take 30, 40 kids from different hoods and be like, yo, we finna fly over here and check it out. Not to so you can have another appreciation, so you can be not a murmurer and a complainer, but to roll your sleeves up and help your brother out, help your sister
right,
out. You know what I
yes,
mean? And so,
right,
very,
right. And
man,
yes,
any last things you guys want to share before we get off here? This is amazing.
First, Brother Dame, I just want to thank you, man, for taking some
yes.
time out
Thank
of
you
your
so
day
much.
to have us on to help, talk about what we're doing here on the continent. We appreciate yourself and everything that you're doing with the youth there in your city, man. You keep it up, because we need brothers like yourself and sisters like your wife, and your family just taking time out with the young people, like our grandfathers and our great grandfathers used to do with us back in the day to teach us how to be young men and young women, to grow up, like the Bible says,
Yes,
out up in the way that they're supposed to go, and I love what y'all are doing, teaching them how to grow their own food, how to be self-sustainable, because with everything that's going on in the US, man, right now, y'all gotta be self-sustainable because they're just making it harder and harder just to live an everyday life over there. And, we got to learn how to survive, so I just want to give a big shout out to you for that. And for all of those who are supporting already what we're doing, again, thank you guys, because we could not do that without you. And your help is going so far over here. So just continue to support us. And look, if you don't have the finances to be able to support, prayer, prayer,
Definitely.
prayer. You know what I'm saying? That's the most important thing is prayer, because the Most High is our provider, and we just need the petitions put up for us so that the gates of the jail are opened up to the finances. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
yeah.
Definitely.
But I think it's just about organization too, because we waste our money on all kind of stuff. If you just think about this numbers, man, and in closing, like I said, a preacher in closing. If we got 1,000 people to get $5, you do the math on that.
Exactly.
And say,
It
yo,
goes so far.
if I
Goes
can get
so
1,000 people to get $5 a month, come on now. So it's just about organizing it. Because we pay our phone bill. To be honest, we pay for the new Jordans, we pay for the new whatever. Man, you can't support $5 a month, right? You know what I
right.
mean? So we just got to organize it. So I'm praying to Abiyah for a strategy to organize it on this end.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's one cup of coffee a month.
Right. And you won't miss it. The way that you have it set up, if it's a reoccurring payment or donation, I say that because that's how it's set up on our website. Then that $5 comes out of your account. Who misses $5 out of their account
Exactly.
once a month? So
Exactly.
it's going to building our land up, and that's what we want people to see. It's not just it's funny because when it comes down to our people, if we start a nonprofit and we ask for donations, it's begging. but the Europeans can do it and get millions donating.
Come on, man. Come on.
And
You
it's
had a
okay.
grown man conversations coming out.
They have great
show ain't gonna-
company.
Come on. Come on.
And it's to help our people, you know. And so it goes a long way, like you said. Just $5 recurring donation goes a long way.
Right.
Here
And
on
then,
the
look, it's tax deductible. At the end of the year, when you file your taxes, you're gonna get it back.
right?
Man, it's amazing. Yeah, so I'm gonna get on my end. I'm gonna get on the horn and do what I got on my end and organize some things. And we're gonna definitely keep in touch and see what's going on, brothers and sisters. I really appreciate y'all. Y'all didn't say it, y'all just did it because a lot of people doing a lot of talking. Hey, look, proof is in the pudding, proof is in the video, proof is in you obeying the Most High and going to the continent. So we thank y'all for that.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, thank you so
Elephant Man
much.
Podcast Network, Grown Man Conversation, Dylan Evans in the room. I am out. Perfect.